Hey, whatever you do not sell your house right now. You know, you know that the market is a little flat and things are not really happening right now. A lot of people sitting on their hands and they're not jumping out and buying houses. So this would be a terrible time for you to sell your house. But wait a minute, is it really a bad time for you to sell your house? You know, things change in our lives, and we sometimes we go through different stages in life, right? And this might actually be the best time for you to sell your house. Maybe it's just gotten to be too much for you. You know, home ownership, as we get older, it seems, isn't what it's cracked up to be. There's always something to repair. I mean, every time you turn around, there's something else. You got to have your gutters cleaned out, or you got to replace a microwave, or some plumbing issue. It always seems to be something going on. You got the yard to deal with, you know, painting, whatever it may be, right? So at some point, we all reach that point where the house that we're in, maybe it's even too big for us right now, whatever it may be, or we need to move to another part of the country to be with family. But we all reach a point at some point that we do need to sell. This might actually be the best time for you to sell. You know, you probably have a lot of equity in your house if you've been in that house a long time, but you got a lot of life equity too. You've had a lot of things in the house. I understand that moving and selling, it can be very traumatic for a lot of us. It really can. But you know what? You may not be able to get as much for your house as your neighbor got a couple of 3 years ago, but that shouldn't really matter to you all that much. You're hanging on to it is going to prolong you not being able to actually do what you want to do. You know, you could be traveling, having a good time, playing more golf, playing more tennis, more pickleball, whatever it is you like to do. You could be having more time to do those things if you weren't dealing with your house and get that out of the way. You know, it's not a bad idea. You know, I bet a lot of you have thought about this. You know, should I just unload this darn thing and start to just get me a nice apartment somewhere and let somebody else deal with the problems? I bet you've had that thought, right? So my point is, maybe even though you think and you hear this is a bad time to sell, it might not be a bad time for you to sell. Hey, my name is Tommy Gibbs. I'm a realtor in the St. Petersburg area, Tampa Bay area, and I'm with Global Lifestyle Realty. If I can be of help to you, please reach out. But I don't let people talk you out of selling just because the market is a little flat. It might be the best time for you to sell. Hey, if I can help you, reach out. Thanks and have a great day. See you later. Bye.